There's literally thousands of videos, educational videos that are available that we can use as a resource to learn about the American federal government, how it came to be, and its history and how it's progressed, so that we can actually use it as a resource so that we can plan to form a federal union of the states of this planet. This is just one of the lectures.
And realizes that no agreement between Spain and the United States is imminent, and so that the threat of the loss of that transportation on the lower Mississippi is not as immediate or as pressing as he feared. Because Congress rarely had a quorum and didn't really seem to do much of anything, Madison
this is
had
on
a fair amount of
C-SPAN.
time on his hands, and this is not someone who likes to rest on his laurels. He's got a very active mind, and so he spends much of the spring reviewing some of his readings from before and beginning to compose a memorandum that he would share with George Washington and with Edmund Randolph, called The Vices of the Political System of the United States. And it goes beyond some of his earlier thought. You can see some of his ideas developing, but some of his most important ideas come out of this period. And indeed, it's been suggested by some historians that he essentially scissors and pastes some of what he writes at this time into the Federalist Papers that will appear somewhat later.
Anyways, it's talking about James Madison after finding that the Continental Congress, which is almost like the United Nations right now, was not working, how some of these future delegates talked about getting together and remedying the shortcomings of the system. And it's the lead up to the Constitutional Convention. So there's thousands of educational videos available for us to learn from, for us to study, so that we can be knowledgeable enough, and hopefully within a generation or two we can get together and form a union for this planet and really tap into our potential rather than waste it into animosity and discord. This happens to be on C-SPAN. There's thousands of other videos available on different websites. Just thought I'd share that with you. And I hope you've started learning this common language that I've been recommending. It's the language that I'm speaking. It's the language that this gentleman is speaking.
Madison, or the failure to pay requisitions. The fact that states ignore treaties, that they encroach on congressional power, that the states trespass on one another's powers, that they are unable to act in the common interest, and he sees two problems. The legislatures, where small groups, factions begin to...
States back then were just kind of like countries now. And for right now, I'll leave it at that.